Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm making my grandma some red velvet brownies with cream cheese frosting for her birthday. So, what you will need is basically just the normal stuff that you need for a brownie. We're starting off with 1 cup of sugar, and then you want to add in I forgot he was in there. That's my dad. You want to add in 2 eggs, 2 large eggs, crack them in. Then you want to add some vanilla, and all the measurements will be in the description. Then add in your butter, and you want to make sure that your butter is like warm enough to melt the sugar, if that makes sense, but not boiling. And you want to mix it until it looks like that. Add 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder and just mix that in until it looks like brownie batter. Then you want to add 1 tablespoon of red 40. Okay, this was so hard to squeeze out. Just buy the ones from Hobby Lobby that you don't have to do this with. But I didn't go to Hobby Lobby, I went to Harris Teeter. So here we are, squeezing out red food dye. Honestly, I was nervous that this wasn't going to be enough food dye to dye the whole entire thing. It was, but it was like in the middle of the night, so we couldn't go to a store if it wasn't. So it had to. It worked, though. I thank the Lord. After you mix it up and it looks like somebody died, you want to add some white vinegar, which kind of makes it velvety. That's the thing that makes it velvety and smooth. Because if you see before I mix it and then watch after I mix it, it's like a lot smoother. Or at least in my head it is. I don't know what you see. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. And 1 cup of flour. I did use a 4th cup because my flour was really small. The bag was too small to fit the 1 cup in it. So I used a 4th cup. That's why there are 4 of them. Don't get confused. It's 1 cup. And you want to fold that in. Get rid of your whisk. Fold it in. Make it nice. And there you have it. That's the batter. Then you want to pour it into a pan. I found a smaller pan that I'm using because last time I made brownies, they were in a bigger pan and they turned out thin and I didn't like it. So put it in your parchment paper lined pan and spread it around until it looks good. And then put it in the oven. That will be in the description at 350, obviously. But in the description, it'll tell you how many minutes because I forgot. So I don't have a mixer. So we are using a whisk to whisk the cream cheese frosting. And you want to start with the butter and whisk that in and then add your cream cheese. Make sure that the cream cheese is like warmer. But mine was so warm that it kind of looked like a turd coming out. So I apologize. But then after that is like fully mixed. And mine was warm because my cream cheese was sitting on the oven. You want to add some powdered sugar. Originally, start with a 1/2 cup. And if it needs any more, go ahead, add some more. It's up to you what consistency you like. And then I tasted it and I was like, oh, something's missing. Then I stopped the video and stopped recording and put it in the fridge. And then I started recording again and I was like, oh my goodness, I forgot to add vanilla. How do you do that? I don't know. That's the best part of any cream cheese frosting is the vanilla and the cream cheese mixed together. Like that's what makes it. I didn't have vanilla extract, so I'm using vanilla paste. And then you want to just set that in the fridge until the brownie is baked and cooled off. Once it's cooled off, we add the frosting, all of it. Pile all of it on there. Then spread it out. Okay. Spread it out with a knife or a spatula. I didn't have a spatula, so we spread it out. But this was so satisfying. I love spreading icing onto things. It is the most satisfying part of baking, and I'm pretty sure most people will agree with me. Then once it's spread out all over the brownie, you want to make this little design on it. It's like basically just pushing it back and forth, making like a little cutesy design on it. Then cut it into cubes. So like 2 vertical lines and 3 horizontal lines. Cut it. Because that's the way it looks the best. It looks like aesthetically pleasing that way. But here's how they turned out. They turned out so good. And they look amazing too. I recommend them. 10 out of 10. I recommend them for anybody who loves red velvet or cream cheese. And that's the end of this part of the video. But now I wanted to show you a clip that like totally explains why I do not put sound on my videos. And it's just a voiceover. My sister, I did have permission for this, is going to sing you a song. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Oh, say, can you sing by the dawn's early light? What so proudly we
Wow.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's gleaming, whose bright and bright stars through the perilous making it into the video. I hope you know that.
What so proudly we. Wait. Did I hear that part?
Yes, you did.
Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
Every single time.
Came through
Excuse me, man.
that our flag was still. Oh, say does that star spangled banner. There's a fire! There's a fire! Yeah, well.